Welcome back to ESBR Boxing's YouTube channel in partnership with sharpbetting.co.uk. It's me, Niall, just giving a quick reaction here to the huge breaking news this evening that Joseph Parker will face an incredibly tough late replacement opponent, Martin Bakole, this Saturday night in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Of course, this comes after the news just a couple of hours ago that Daniel Dubois, the IBF World Heavyweight Champion, has been forced to withdraw from the contest due to an illness. You can check out Owen and Greg's reaction to that. But that was also dropped on the channel earlier on when that news broke, and now the replacement has been sorted quickly, and it's as tough as it gets for Joseph Parker. He's fighting one of the most confident, one of the most avoided heavyweights in the world at the minute, Martin Bakole, on 2 days' notice. Yeah, an absolutely extraordinary development, extraordinary couple of developments over the last few hours in Saudi Arabia. You know, it was an unfortunate, news that filtered through that Daniel Dubois was forced to withdraw from the bout. Of course, this follows earlier in the week, Floyd Schofield having to withdraw from his scheduled bout for the world title against Shakur Stevenson. That was a pity, and it was a bit of a tragedy when this one was taken from what is the greatest card of all time, this Saturday night in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia. Yeah, it was massively disappointing. Rumors of a replacement, Turkey Al Sheikh sourcing a replacement opponent for Parker. Those rumours emerged. A number of different names that were kind of bandied about. David Adelaide, Lawrence Okoli, Fabio Wardley. Of course, then there was the tweet from Billy Nelson, Martin McCauley trainer, saying our bags are packed and ready to go, ready for the long haul flight to Saudi Arabia for this Saturday's fight, which is absolutely extraordinary. It's massively exciting news, although it's unfortunate we're not getting Parker Dubois for the world title. This is probably the biggest late replacement and the toughest late replacement you could have asked for in terms of the options that were realistically available. It really is. They don't come much tougher than Martin Bakole. Of course, as I said at the start of the video, one of the most avoided heavyweights in the world, riding the crest of a wave. And he's comfortably dispatching anybody you put in front of him. Billy Nelson takes a lot of stick for the sparring stories with Martin Bakole. You know how he's been dismantling these world-class operators and sparring, but he's proven it when he gets into the ring for real that he is the real deal. He's coming off a win last August against Jared Anderson that was absolutely phenomenal. He dismantled and broke down and stopped an unbeaten the next red hot unbeaten American prospect in Jared Anderson in the heavyweight division, and Bakole as an underdog came in and just took him apart, absolutely brutalized and stopped him. So he's riding the crest of a wave now, and absolute credit to him, stepping up. As I say, the fact that he's not in Saudi at the minute is quite crazy. It's such a long haul flight to get ready for this one, to go over and be ready to fight on Saturday night. He's obviously in shape, ready to go, so absolute credit to him for that. It just shows you with Padley during the week and Shakur Stevenson, if you stay ready and stay in shape, you never know when that phone is going to ring and you're going to get that call to step in on what is now the biggest fight of Martin Bakole's career on Saturday night against Joseph Parker. And an absolute credit to Joseph Parker as well for taking such a dangerous opponent on such short notice. Maybe he would have been forgiven for taking a quote unquote softer touch, but to take on Martin Bakole with a full camp at any time is an incredibly tough task. So to kind of when you're preparing for another fighter and Daniel Dubois, and then somebody as dangerous and as big as Martin Bakole steps in, so late, absolute credit to him. So yeah, this is massively exciting news for me. Late replacements don't come much bigger and better than this. You were getting Parker and Bakole on Saturday night to process who I think will win the fight. Even after all this kind of madness, it's hard to process that we do have a fight now, and it's a huge one. you know, I, I can't wait for it. And as I say, Bakole is in shape, seems to be in shape by the sounds of it. They were so ready to go at the first opportunity, they jumped at it. So Bakole will be in shape. And of course, he brings so many absolutely phenomenal attributes, his punching power, his work rate, his output, the volume punching and his size. He's he's just a nightmare for anybody, and he really is a nightmare for anybody. I can see him causing Joseph Parker a lot of problems on Saturday night. I really can, but I'm not going to do Joseph Parker the disservice of saying that he will lose to somebody on 2 days' notice. Not that, of course, it's a different opponent, and he's training for a different type of fighter than against Martin Bakole, but surely Joseph Parker will get it done, survive hairy moments, but get it done. But Martin Bakole stepping up, if he is in shape, well, could cause Joseph Parker a lot of problems. But I'll go for Joseph Parker to get it done on points. I think it's going to be very tough to stop Martin Bakole, but I think he will get it done on points. But yeah, absolutely incredible breaking news this evening that Joseph Parker, following the withdrawal of Daniel Dubois, will now face the feared Martin Bakole, the dangerous Martin Bakole, this coming Saturday night in Riyadh, Saudi Arabia on 2 days' notice. Still feels surreal to say it, but yeah, we're getting Parker and Bakole this Saturday following the withdrawal of Daniel Dubois from the IBF World Heavyweight title fight. That's all from me. Let us know what you think. What's your reaction to the huge news, the huge breaking news this evening? How happy are you to see this fight happening as a late replacement? And most importantly, how do you think this one's going to go? Let us know what you think in the comments. And as always, don't forget, we'd really appreciate it if you could hit the like button on this video, subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow us on all social media at ESBR Boxing. And until next time, take care.